Hello, my name's Rebecca, and this is Your Bourbon Journey. Welcome to episode 35 of Thirsty Thursday Cocktails. Tonight, we're going with a wild turkey theme that was inspired by a Sipping on History episode that will actually air tomorrow, where we were tasting a vintage wild turkey honey, and I kept thinking, wow, together this would make an amazing cocktail. Today, I decided to make it what we can get around the stores locally, because I know that you will want to make this as well. So what we're going to do is make a wild honey old fashioned. And to do that, we're going to need some very specific ingredients. Important if we're going to make it wild that we have Wild Turkey 101 as our bourbon. You can go with the basic Wild Turkey 101 that's typically aged 4 to 6 years. It has great notes of brown sugar and maple that go great with the flavors we're building today. Or if you happen to have the Wild Turkey 101 8-year, that's also a phenomenal choice. Second, we're going to use the American honey. Now back in the 70s, it was called Wild Turkey honey originally. Now they call it American honey, and it is basically a wild turkey with some honey liqueur in it. And that is going to be used as our sweetening agent today instead of a syrup. We're also going to use Angostura bitters to bring that aroma profile up and make it very luscious and aromatic for us. That is really the only 3 ingredients, except I do plan to garnish with a lemon peel just to bring that honey forward a little bit more. So I think it's going to be really fun. So let's get started on this wild honey old fashioned. Step by step, follow along and you can make it with me. Let's start out with our Wild Turkey 101. We're going to add 2 ounces of that to our mixing glass. I can smell it already. There's something about Wild Turkey 101. I think it might have been my first bourbon I ever tried in college, but it just has this great aroma profile, and it's always been affordable, which I love it. And this American honey, it is not as sweet. I always had it around the house for other people. When I really got to tasting it, it's not as sweet as I anticipated. So I'm going to use 3/4 of an ounce instead of using a simple syrup, 3/4 of an ounce of the American honey. Now you could add a little bit more or a little bit less, depending on how you like your sweet profile. There you go. And for the Angostura bitters, 2 generous dashes. Now we will add ice so that we can stir this. There we go. Just to get it chilled, it's a little dilution. It is 101 proof. Typically this will take 15 to 20 seconds to reach the temperature that is ideal. You can feel the glass as it starts chilling. That's feeling pretty good. Be ready to go there. Now we have a Wild Turkey glass. We were actually at Wild Turkey Distillery very recently, and if you get a cocktail or a neat pour there, they will provide you with a glass to take home, which is kind of fun. I have a nice block ice in here to use, and I'm going to strain our cocktail that's been mixed and chilled into the Wild Turkey glass. It's a very turkey kind of day, just like that. And now let's take this lemon and express it over the edges. Do a little bit with this. Oh, the oils, you can just smell it coming forward. If you don't want it in your cocktail, you can always put it on a nice little sphere here and just drop it in like that. That way you can retrieve it easily. And that is truly all there is to this cocktail. So you can smell the honey and the lemon as well as that brown sugar note. It's really going to be terrific. Cheers to the wild honey old fashioned with all wild turkey. Yes. I like that this isn't over the top sweet, but you could make it sweeter if you would like to. It works really well because it's a balancing with this 101 proof wild turkey, bringing in that spice depth as well as some sweet brown sugar notes that go fantastic fantastically with this American honey. It's like they were made to go together. Imagine that. Then you get this rich oakiness, and the Angostura bitters are bringing forward some more earthiness and some more notes that are just amazing. And I'm loving the touch of lemon. You don't have to garnish with a lemon, but it just seems like lemon and honey goes really, really well together. So I do hope you will hit that subscribe button and maybe join us tomorrow, even if you are just a cocktail follower, to see what our sipping on history is all about with our old bottles of wild turkey. So for today, always remember to drink responsibly. Enjoy wild turkey whenever you can. Have a fantastic Thirsty Thursday. Cheers.